Sit back and throw one back with your pinkies in the air and a middle finger to the world. And join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in professional wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and give us a big old thumbs up. And now, without further ado, let's look back on this day in pro wrestling history. It is February 12th, and we're going to start off as we always do on a positive note. That's right, these are your pro wrestling birthdays. 1958, Outback Jack. 1960, The One Man Gang. Of course, on the flip side of that coin, your pro wrestling deaths for February 12th. 2019, Pedro Morales. Alright, enough of the sad stuff. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes. That's right, your pro wrestling history highlights for February 12th. 1912, Walter Evans defeats Tom Rolowitz to win the World Welterweight title. Advancing 20 years, Pinky Gardner defeats Joe Bansky to win the Midwest Wrestling Association World Light Heavyweight title in Columbus, Ohio. Jumping 10 years this time, 1942, Naho Singh defeats Earl McCready for the Toronto British Empire Heavyweight title. 1966, Dominic DeNucci defeats Killer Kowalski in Sydney, Australia for the International Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight title. 1977, Toru Tanaka defeats Chavo Guerrero to win the NWA America's Heavyweight title. February 12th is a great day for Toru Tanaka as we advance 2 years later in 1979 when he defeats Ron Fuller for the AWA Southern Heavyweight title. 1982, Sweet Brown Sugar defeats Bobby Lane for the NWA America's Heavyweight title in Los Angeles, California. 1984, in front of a crowd of over 20,000 people, UWA World Heavyweight Champion Kanek defeats Andre the Giant in 2 out of 3 falls match, scoring a rare pinfall win over Andre in the deciding fall to retain his title. 1985, Jimmy Hart makes his World Wrestling Federation debut at a television taping in Poughkeepsie, New York, managing Intercontinental Champion Greg the Hammer Valentine and Jim Neidhart. Also in 1985, Jerry Lawler defeats Eddie Gilbert for the AWA Southern Heavyweight title in Memphis, Tennessee, beginning his 32nd reign of 5,675,000. 1988, Ivan Koloff and the Powers of Pain, the Barbarian and Warlord, defeat the Road Warriors and Dusty Rhodes for the NWA World 6-Man Tag Team titles in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Asterisk note, it should be noted that Paul Ellering was subbing for Road Warrior Animal. 1990, Brian Pillman and the Z-Man, Tom Zink, defeat the Fabulous Freebirds, Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes, in a tournament final to win the vacant WCW United States Tag Team titles in Gainesville, Georgia. Those were your pro wrestling history highlights for February 12th. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.